Hello guys and welcome back to another epic commentary video. I know it's been a while, what can I say? The slop game hasn't been sloppy recently. I mean, there was a whole Son drama and shit. But I just new updates just came out every day. And in my slop, I'm still training under the great slop master to master my sloppy techniques. So I can still only pump out one slop a week. It's not even. The last slopic was I don't even know how long ago. So yeah, but the reason I'm talking about this situation is because it's probably mostly over with, and it made my tummy rustle a bit. It made my jimmies crinkle about how much people are just fucking lying about this situation. It's honestly crazy. It's alright, oh my god, alright, I will admit, the title does have a bit of exaggeration in it, because there was one thing, there was only a couple things I think Ludwig did wrong, and I will touch on that later in the video, but I just want to talk about how people are fucking lying about this shit. Alright, so before I go talk about some people that I think are lying, I'll just do a quick rundown of this epic drama. Really steamy little drama, yeah. Alright, get ready for your feeding, my little piggies. Alright, so Ludwig hosted this event called Drunky Cart or some shit. I'm not really sure. And he invited some streamers there. And one streamer was his name was Apple or some shit. Yeah, so Orange is kind of known for his alcoholism problems or whatever, but this event is just playing Mario Kart while being drunk. So Ludwig probably thought Green Apple was a perfect choice. It was his character online is Le Drunk, and I'm good at Mario games. So he was huh, you'll be perfect. So I guess that's why he invited Banana. Yeah, but at the party, he was being the most drunk of all. Actually, he got pretty close to death. It was kind of weird, and Ludwig was kind of encouraging it. And it wasn't just Ludwig. Many people seem to think, everybody was oh my god, I'm so scared for Purple Apple. Oh, he's so drunk. And then Ludwig was just I'm evil, and I like Hassan. I agree with everything he does. Grr, ha ha ha. I encourage your alcoholism. Ha ha, I'm so evil. That's what people think Ludwig is but no. He was playfully saying, oh, he scored a 32. Let's up those numbers. Bro. He's close to death. I think you should stop. But people got to keep in mind, he was so drunk, and that's not an excuse, but it's just it's a little tiny. Well, it's pretty much the excuse people are giving for Mangus. So give the same excuse to Ludwig, even though I don't even think that should be an excuse. It's very fucked up what he did, and keep in mind, he did actually apologize for doing that, which many of the commentary channels are choosing to ignore. Okay. And the reason why I think they're doing this is because Ludwig is a friend of Hassan, and they're just trying to find any reason to fucking hate on him. That's why when I was watching the fucking less penguins videos, it was he was always hating on Ludwig, and he's Ludwig is a spineless poopy head, and I'm okay. I mean, he just kind of gave the most lukewarm take on the video, and then he's and that's why we hate him. He doesn't give his true opinions. And it's okay, what's wrong with the guy not wanting to get rid of any of his audience? Because most of his audience are Hassan fans, and if he gives an opinion against Hassan, then all of them are going to shimmy away and say, you're not who you changed, Ludwig. You're not the same kawaii, breathing, sexy alpha male I used to know. And then fucking walk off. But if he gives a But if he supports Hassan, they're like the 60% of the internet's going to be like, filthy poopy butthead. How could you? You support Hassan? That terrorist? He's gone and bomb buildings because he's a terrorist? I mean, it's like there's terrorist supporter. Oh, hold on, buddy. There is no difference between a terrorist supporter and a terrorist. Edit. I just want to clarify. I do not support terrorist supporters. I think they're really mean and poopy, and I don't like Hassan. Yeah, so I don't really see the problem with not giving your true opinion and just like giving a rundown on drama or whatever. All right, back to my very, very short recap of the drama. Yeah, so at the like events, Phalangus, you know, he was doing his quirky little antics, being drunk and shit, until he just started sexually harassing these two girls. So kind of fucked, man. But wait, no buts. So let's skip after the events, and Ludwig's girlfriend is like, hey, this man was sexually harassing me and my friends. I don't think you should invite him anymore. And so he banned him for all his events and said, guys, I came back home and my girlfriend was like, hey, that Megalissa guy, he was like sexually harassing us and stuff, and I felt really uncomfortable, so I banned him from my events. And fucking Les Pegasus and us and Stinky Sasuvadif were like, how could he? Oh my god, we have another case of Ian and Anissa. Oh my god, you're really gonna ban this guy from your public events just for sexually harassing a few girls? He said hoopa. Oh, you're such a freaking cuck. Oh my days, these men, bro, these men. Yeah, that's okay. That's basically the drama so far. And now I'm going to review some of these sensitive Sapupidus and Les Pegasus videos and just give my take on why I think they're lying and really bad videos. It's like, I like their videos on Hassan and shit because Hassan actually did some fucked up shit, but they're only targeting Ludwig because he's friends with Hassan, and I think that's really fucked. It's the same thing with Trash Taste, even though the Trash Taste situation was a lot more valid because this is like, because they invited him on the podcast during the peak of the Hassan drama, but still. Alright, so before we start responding to his video, I just want to say that I am going to be cutting some filler moments. Well, not really filler moments, as this is a part of the season 5 Hassan drama, and the Ludwig parts are filler, is technically a filler arc in that drama, but we're only doing a deep analysis of this filler arc, not the canon stuff, so I'm just going to cut out all the canon stuff in case you notice there's any cuts.
In today's video, Ludwig is in massive trouble. Tectone has just revealed some old tweets that absolutely expose Ludwig. Subscribe to join the greatest channel on planet Earth, maybe even Jupiter. I haven't asked the aliens. But let's begin with the king of all jellyfish, the king of all spineless creatures, Ludwig. So quick recap for the newcomers. Basically, if you didn't know, Mr. Jellyfish actually hosted an event called Mario Kart, and the whole concept was you get drunk and you play Mario Kart. Only problem is he invited one of his good friends, Mango, who is a known alcoholic. So what did good guy Ludwig do? He encouraged him to drink.
Mango just 1.32! Let's up those numbers!
Point 3 is right above. This is where Mango was at. High risk of alcohol poisoning, coma, and death.
He's the chick. He's too fucking away. He's never lost.
I feel zero guilt. I don't feel guilty at all. My dad had a serious problem with alcohol, and his rock bottom was death. He died at 43 years old, excuse me.
Alright, what this, like how he ordered the clips, what it is implying is that he doesn't feel any guilt for encouraging Mangus to keep drinking. This is false.
Also a couple more things. This is from one of my previous slides, but we did cut off Mango on alcohol about an hour before stream ended. But I mean, he went into it really drunk. And I also personally apologize. I look back, it's very cringy now. But I was like applauding like him getting new PBs with blood alcohol, which is like, you know, super poor taste, especially in hindsight. Obviously that wasn't the intention. The intention is like, similar to when we did the Dug challenge with alcohol. We're getting new PBs on breathalyzers. but he definitely looks way different on hindsight. It's not the best idea to have someone with substance abuse problems participate. Again, Mango's participated in 2 other beer credits. This ain't the first one. Like, we've done it, like, I have something to go off of. So I think what you're saying is true, but, like, I've done it twice with no problem. So there's no reason I should think there'd be a problem the 3rd time. And I personally, like, am not, like, speculating. You know, I've asked him in the past if he's alcoholic, like, straight up. And he always says no. Now, like, I think ultimately, I've been taking him as word, but that's his own relationship with alcohol that he has to figure out, though.
Yeah, alright. So there you go. It's a clip of Ludwig apologizing for his actions and taking somewhat of accountability for it. Now, the clip that Les Poopatus just showed, that's in a completely different fucking stream. I'm just going to play the clip for you because he takes it out of context entirely.
If you guys haven't seen the newest update, Mango tweeted out today, C9 dropping me. Probably getting banned from tournaments, from Smash tournaments. Fucking shit, man. No one to blame but myself, man. Never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone. Wish I was better. I had it all and fucking tossed it in the trash can. And then followed up with an official statement from Cloud9, so be aware of the recent incident involving Mango, fully acknowledging concerns raised by communities and partners. Following internal evaluation, we made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9 regardless of tenure or accomplishments. The behavior demonstrated is completely unacceptable and directly conflicts with our organization's core values. You know, blah, 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 blah. I don't say blah, 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 because it feels a bit overread. Thank you for the time, Warren. Appreciate that. But yeah, Mango cut, and like, I guess, possibly also getting banned from melee tournaments. You killed Mango? Not even a little bit. I don't know if you're meaning or genuine. I feel zero guilt. I don't feel guilty at all. I think it's his own actions because he's his own man. He's an adult man.
There you go. He said he doesn't feel guilty that Mango got banned from, I guess, mogul events. I mean, not really, just his Smash tournament. But he's not saying he doesn't feel guilty about, like, drowning him in fucking alcohol. He's apologized for that. He's saying he doesn't feel guilty for causing him to get banned.
Alrighty, so since then we have a lot of updates. It seems that a lot of people pointed out how bad what Ludwig did was, and the internet has absolutely turned on him. One of the people that called him out was streamer Tectone. In fact, he made another follow-up video which looks at some very damning information about Ludwig. Meanwhile, Ludwig has just been ignoring everything and playing League of Legends with CDogVA.
Alright, this is completely untrue, and he knows it's untrue as well, due to the fact that he made a response video. Well, not really. He just talked about the pregame of what happened, and most of it was heavily, like, talking about the Mangus situation. And he also mentioned it again during his later stream. And in the stream you're talking about, where he plays League of Legends, he does at least somewhat mention it with the whole Tectone situation, even if it's more implied than stated.
I get to die never having to speak to these people. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like a Tectone video. I can die never watching one.
So that was a pretty random comment until you realized that this was right after Tectone made his video calling out Ludwig. So instead of addressing any of the points he made or taking any accountability for what he did to Mango, he just implied that, you know, Tectone is lame and nobody should watch him, I guess.
Bro, how could anybody, like, oh my days, man. You have in your video him responding to fucking Mangus and talk about the situation, so that automatically disproves your point that he hasn't responded. And also, oh wait, no, you excluded the part where he apologizes for his actions because that would make you look bad, and you're trying to push Ludwig as like, oh, he's a part of the Husang crowd. Heh. I'm going to title this video episode 54, like he agrees to completely with the song, even though he hasn't even mentioned the fucking drama, like, oh.
A lot of you guys say Ludwig is not responsible for someone else's actions in his event. This is a good counter argument that a lot of people say. Some people might say no, some people might say yes. Do you know who would disagree with that very take? Ludwig himself.
Alright, so, he then goes on to read his tweets, and Ludwig basically says, you are responsible for other people's actions if you're in whatever, it's like somebody's chat, somebody on a playground, if you're a teacher, and blah blah, etc, etc. And okay, yeah, that goes against what he's like stands for now. And yeah, like, okay, that's fair, but these tweets were from 2023, and he hasn't elaborated if his stance changed since. But if it hasn't, tell me how, like, him thinking, oh, you're responsible for other people's actions. Tell me how that matters to my opinion. Tell me how. I think, oh, it's his own fault it's Mango's own fault for doing that, not Ludwig's. How is Ludwig having a different opinion? Like, How will that change my opinion?
Ludwig is arguing with somebody, trying to assert that a streamer is partly responsible for the actions of their chat, even though the chat is obviously different people. So I just find it interesting. Ludwig says, oh, Mango is a full-grown man. He should have known better. He is responsible for his own actions. Meanwhile, Ludwig also seems to think that other people do have a degree of accountability.
Yeah, and he took accountability for like egging him on, pressuring him to drinking more. Well, not really pressuring. You know what I mean. He took accountability for that, but you removed it, and it makes your point that you're making right now basically invalid.
So if you believe a streamer is in charge of their chat, randoms on the internet, why the f do you think you're not responsible for taking care of one of your best friends in a weakened state around alcohol that you know is his vice, a suffering alcoholic in a public on-display format in front of hundreds of thousands of people?
You know, if you would calm down and look and do more research than the front page of Twitter, then you would find he apologizes. He cut him off at the last hour of the stream. And he made sure everybody else that Mango harassed, like sexually harassed, in the party was okay. So, calm the fuck down. Your point doesn't stand.
Bro is so spineless, he immediately threw Mango under the bus, did not accept any accountability in what he did. You could have literally just said, okay, what Mango did was wrong, but also what I did was disgusting. I should not have invited an alcoholic to a drinking party. I should not have encouraged him to get more and more drunk on camera for the sake of views or entertainment for my stream. I should not have celebrated him literally drinking himself to the point of poisoning himself.
So anyway, the goal of this stream really is we're going to recap Birio, okay? The bad, but also the good. We're going to talk a bit about Master Baker, and then I'm just going to throw you guys over to offline channel. But we're going to get what the real goal of the stream out of the way off of rip, which was the bad of the bad of Birio. Is the bad Mango? Yes. Yeah, 100%. 1000% yes. So if you guys don't know, there's a bunch of clips, and I'm not going to react to the clips, because, I mean, frankly, they're uncomfortable to watch. But there's a bunch of clips yesterday of Mango going around humping people. And I know this, because I saw them all this morning, and I think, was getting humped a lot myself. I'm going to say, I don't mind when Mango humps me, because I know Mango. It was super weird if you watch any of the clips. When he's humping people he doesn't know very well. It was very weird. And yeah, I feel like menace is like a cutesy term that we use with Mango, and it's like, nah, that's just harassment, bro. You can't be cutesy about it. And so, like, look, man, if you guys ever listen to me after an event, I'm pretty consistent. I always say my main goal at any event is that the people who are participating have a good time. Like, that is like number one, the most important factor, which determines a good event. The people who show up have a good time. That's what I care about, man. And I dropped the ball yesterday. I mean, to be real, I dropped the ball. Because not only did people not have a good time, some people had like an explicitly bad time. Like, they were uncomfortable, wanted to leave early, needed to leave early, because they were just feeling uncomfortable, you know? And that's like ultimately my fault, right? That's on me. That's my event. That's my job to do that. So I feel really bad about that. And you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talk to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on like broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm just taking the action I can take. You know what I'm saying? And the action I can take is the events I control. So for my events, that's the game plan. I talked to Mango, and for what's worth, he's very like accountable. He was like, I get it. You know, whatever you got to do, I you know, deserve it, really. So he gets it, which is good, because it's definitely not a fun conversation to have, especially hungover as shit, thrown up. But it's also important to do it, and important to do it quickly today, because like, I don't want this to impact Master Baker. Like, I don't want to be at Master Baker and it'd be awkward or weird. Now, you know, luckily I talked to everyone. Everyone seems good. It was more like, hey, it was weird, it was uncomfortable, I didn't want to be there. You know, so I think Master Baker is still gonna be good. That should happen at 3 today. So still doing that. Still probably gonna go to Daps after and watch the NBA finals. But that was the big T. What happened? There's a bunch of clips, but the short of it is Mango was just harassing a bunch of people at the event. And it wasn't like, I mean, you can see the clips. It wasn't like with people he is familiar enough, like with a report, to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is a tough watch. There's a reason I'm not watching it. It's not a fun watch. I've seen them. It's ooh. So you guys can, you know, it's out there. It's easy to find. It's a hard watch for sure. And then I guess, you know, some people I see are like, oh, why'd you even invite him in the first place? This is our third Burial card event. You know, like, we've done this twice before with Mango both times. And it wasn't a problem. So that was my expectation going into this. And I only think I was actually there for like one interaction with Emily, where Mango was like being in my thought in the moment, too touchy. So I put a stop to that. But I didn't really like, you know, I was too locked in, I think, on like running the event, commentating, playing, to like keep track of that. And, you know, this is also, I saw some other complaints about Burial in the production quality. We're a way smaller team now, y'all. We are a way smaller team now. Also a couple more things. This is from one of my producers, Liza, but we did cut off Mango on alcohol about an hour before stream ended. But I mean, he went into it really drunk. And I also personally apologize. I look back, it's very cringy now, but I was like applauding like him getting new PBs with his boy alcohol, which is like, you know, super poor taste, especially on hindsight. Obviously that wasn't the intention. The intention is like, similar to when we did the Dug challenge with alcohol. We're getting new PBs on the breathalyzers, but it definitely looks way different on hindsight. So I felt bad about that. It's not the best idea to have someone with substance abuse problems participate. Again, Mango's participated in 2 other beer card events. This ain't the first one. Like, we've done it, like, I have something to go off of. So I think what you're saying is true, but like, I've done it twice with no problem. So there's no reason I should think there'd be a problem the third time. And I personally, like, am not like speculating. You know, I've asked him in the past if he's alcoholic, like straight up. And he always says no. Now, like, I think ultimately I've been taking him as word, but that's his own relationship with alcohol that he has to figure out though.
Again, I didn't want to say it, so I just showed you the evidence right there. And also, that stream was like he recorded that stream like a week before more Pegasus made his video. So he's just blatantly lying, because more Pegasus, I will say, I do like his content. I just don't know why he's lying for this. He does a lot of research, so he clearly knew it. He actually has a clip from the stream, and if you saw in the recap from it, so he clearly knew it existed. So why are you even lying about this? It's so dumb.
And people brought this up in the comments as well, the fact that if a bar owner like overserves a guy drinking alcohol, they can be held like legally liable. If a bar overserves a customer, the bar can face several legal and financial consequences. This may include fines, loss of liquor license, and civil lawsuits from individuals harmed by an intoxicated patron. In some cases, bar employees or owners could even face criminal charges. So obviously, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know the legal details, but it seems like Ludwig could have possibly been held legally liable because he's the guy who hosted the event. There's tons of clips of him saying, let's get those numbers up, which is like so horrible, man.
Again, being drunk, not an excuse, but since a lot of people are using that excuse for Mangus, Ludwig was drunk, he wasn't all there, still not an excuse. Like, why the fuck would you do that, you weird motherfucker? Like, he apologized for it, but he also cut Mango off. Like, so, bro, this point's just so fucking dumb. Oh my days. Yeah, well, the rest of the video is just Hassan and him repeating points. So we're going to move to his second video.
In today's video, king of all jellyfish, Ludwig, has responded to the Mango situation. And let's begin with the man whose very name conveniently starts with an L, Ludwig. So quick recap again, Ludwig invited his alcoholic friend Mango to his party. He cheered him on to drink to near fatal levels of alcohol.
Mango gets 1.32! Let's up those numbers!
Then he banned him from his event when he got backlash. Then he said he didn't feel guilty about it, and also said that Mango is a grown man responsible for his own actions, refusing to take any accountability.
Again, completely untrue. We just, for the past like 10 minutes, we've been like, he's just been repeating these lies, and these lies are even like coming over into future episodes. It's crazy. Like, oh my days, man. Like, you've now had an extra day at least to do a little bit more research, and he's still getting shit wrong. Like, oh my fucking days.
Then after this, he says he talked to Mango privately, and apparently Mango asked him to not talk about it publicly.
Now, I did talk to Mango, actually. I talked to Mango, he reached out, we talked a bit. And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking, but he asked of me to not speak on it. And I think that's a fair request. He said, I want to take it on the chin. I think the drama is dying out. He's spending time with his kid. He started day one of not drinking yesterday, which is dope. And like, I think genuinely, there's a perception of Mango that people have in their mind, but they don't actually care about him. I don't think he'll be in a stream when he's back streaming in a month or whatever it is.
Okay, again, just a complete non-argument here. I will admit, I don't actually watch Mango. I didn't even know this guy existed before this drama. But does that mean I'm not allowed to care about the situation? Just because I don't watch him daily, does that mean I don't get to call out someone very popular on the internet that is very much part of the creator community for doing something really freaking bad? I mean, he used this exact same argument last time. Well, these drama frogs don't actually care about him. Bro, I don't have to personally know someone or watch them to have an opinion about a situation that is very clear-cut. In fact, spoiler alert, guys, 99% of the people I talk about, I don't actively watch them. You think I'm out here watching every 10-hour Hassan stream? Not gonna lie, sometimes I do gotta go through a couple hours just to expose him properly, make sure I get my facts right. You know, that's a sacrifice I make for you guys, the unlimited torture I actually go through. But I think this is such a dumb argument. I'm not 32 years old like I does, but I did actually unlock empathy. And I can obviously feel for a guy whose entire life was essentially ruined by his friend, because his friend is a scumbag piece of shit who enabled his drinking addiction.
Alright, first of all, I want to talk about the end comment, not content. His friend is a scumbag piece of shit who enables his drinking addiction. Like, okay, just ignoring all the facts. He did, and that sucked. He did apologize for it, which you keep refusing, like saying, no he didn't, what are you on about, man? Like, holy days. And also, I also think he did get confused on what Ludwig was trying to say here. So I'll just kind of explain. I don't think he was saying, oh, these drama heads do not care about Mango at all. I don't even know why they're commenting on it. They shouldn't care. They shouldn't comment on it if they don't care. That's not what he's saying. I think he's saying like all the people who are acting like Mango's been their friend for years, and like Ludwig isn't friends with him anymore. He's talking about those type of people, not you. Well, actually, yeah, you.
It's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf. And I know that because I speak to Mango. Because I am still friends with him. And I banned him from my events because I felt I had to, because my girlfriend and my girlfriend's best friend Maya and my roommate 2am telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event.
Yes, let's just, shift the blame. It wasn't me, guys. My hand was forced. I take no accountability at all. My girlfriend made me do it, actually. It was Anissa. It wasn't Idubs, guys. It was Anissa that made him do it. Dude, the people who are actually saying that this is starting to resemble Anissa and Idubs, you guys are diabolical, bro.
Hey, alright, so originally here, I was going to say a joke like, Yeah, he banned this guy from his events for sexually harassing his girlfriend and another girl and probably some other people. Oh man, what a fake friend, what a cuck, huh? We got another neon ice sub thing. I was going to say that until I realized I have Subway Surfer's brain, and I said that at the beginning of the video. Yeah, so if you want to know my point on that, just skip to I don't know, just maybe the first 3 minutes when I started to recap or some shit.
Then he talks about how people are asking him to take accountability.
I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it, and I think if people don't click me, that's totally chill. And if anyone in here don't click me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that. I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people.
Crafting cakes that are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
Let's up those numbers!
But they don't actually care about him. I don't understand necessarily why Twitch banned Mango and not me. I don't even know if I necessarily agree with it. I think it'd be fine if Twitch banned me. But I'm not Twitch. I'm not going to personally ban myself. I don't think it's my responsibility. I think my responsibility is to just fucking keep trudging through life because the world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop.
The world keeps spinning, guys. That is my that's my defense to this situation. You see, the reason I'm not taking accountability or admitting any fault in the situation at all is because you see the world is spinning. You see the Earth is rotating about its axis. The revolution of the heavenly bodies, the Coriolis effect, black holes, the expansion of the universe. Yes, I hope that explains it, guys. Also, I just love how he admits that since Twitch is not punishing him, which they refuse to. If you think Twitch actually enforces its TOS properly, you're completely mistaken. If you watch the saga, which I highly doubt he is because it's completely destroying his best friend Hassan. But yeah, he's basically saying it's not my job to take any accountability. Twitch should actually do it for me. Twitch, who refuses to ban the literal open terrorist supporter. Twitch, who refuses to ban people literally putting bounties on other people, saying they want to kill them. He says he's not going to punish himself because that would be absurd. That would require me acting on some sense of personal morality, which is just impossible. Are you kidding me? They don't call me Jellywig for nothing.
Okay, first of all, what is you making fun of the world go around statement? What does that have to do with anything? That's a common statement that just whatever. I'm not even going to explain that. But what I have a problem with is him saying, "Oh, Twitch, who constantly doesn't enforce their TOS, please ban me." You're acting like fucking Mangus shouldn't have been banned for sexually harassing a few girls. That's what you're implying. I hope you know that's what you're implying. And I also think Ludwig should have got banned for at least a week or 3 days. He is. And Mangus also should have got banned for a month, which he did, because he did sexually harass a girl. Obviously, it wasn't too bad because he was humping everybody, but that's still not an excuse. But I guess it's enough. It's not a good excuse, but it's enough excuse to only ban him for a month or something. And yeah, and I just think he's acting he's comparing this to when Hassan didn't get banned for supporting terrorists, which is so fucking dumb. Holy days, he's not even in the fucking Hassan group. I don't know why you're adding this to the series. It's such filler, man. Oh my god. I'm fine with the 1 or 2 filler episodes that you've thrown in here. And honestly, the shows kind of fell off. Not because the animation and shit is still really good. The voice acting is pretty stellar and the comedy's pretty amusing. But the overall, the direction the writers put the story in, it's just so weird. No, not weird. It's just kind of boring. It's just psych, I'm gonna sue all of you. Okay, I guess that was cool for an episode, then just kind of fell off.
Then Ludwig talks about drama channels, and he's pretty much talking about me here.
And I actually genuinely have no ill will towards any drama channel who makes videos. I think it is a hustle. It is a career that they have made. They speak on any drama for 20 minutes and they move on. I think the actual care about the things they talk about factor is very small, but that's fine. It's a hustle. I don't f with any of them in the sense that I don't watch them.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is directed at me. I don't actually know who else is making 20-minute videos a day. It's actually 30 now, Ludwig, get it right. But all of the other channels, Tectone post 5 videos a day. They're doing other stuff. They're doing streams. Asvin does the same thing. So this can only really be referencing me.
Holy fucking ego, bro. Bro, he's just referring to commentary channels as a whole. Not just you. You stated that who else is making 20-minute long commentary videos a day? No one but me. Sensitive Society and the other one, and I can name a whole other list, but I'm not going to right now because I don't have a script and I'm just whatever. Just so, and also his ego is so fucking big that he literally self-inserts himself to even in the Hassan drama. Bro, you're the Hunter x Hunter narrator. You're a narrator. You're not involved in this drama. He's constantly oh yeah, Hassan hates me whenever he talks about slop channels. Only me. Bro, shut the frick up, man. Bro, Bro literally inserts his OC. Bro inserts his OC into the fucking dramas he talks about. It's fucking crazy, bro. Alright, so, I cut a lot out from his statement, but basically, Ludwig was just like, oh, I don't care if people see me in a bad light. And he was saying, no, you do. And shit. And he said it other times, so that's why I cut it. But I wanted to respond to this particular thing he said. Because on a certain level, I do agree with it. It's kind of because, like, the last part where he says, oh, if you do something bad, don't be surprised, and you know you do something bad, don't be surprised when your audience turns on you and you get a lot of hate, because I thought it was weird that he was kind of surprised by it. But yeah, but on the same time, it suffers from the same shit that he already does, where he just lies. Like, bro, you already know that. Just you know exactly what I meant, what I mean when he was like, oh, fuck, it's 4 a.m. I don't even care anymore. Like, bro, I was spending like 5 hours making this video. I was like, you already get what I'm gonna say. You already get that he's being a liar. Yeah. All right. So the rest of the video is nothing really special. It's just like more Hassan and more repeating the same points. So I am going to skip that. I was going to talk about sensitive society, but he ends up just saying basically the same stuff as more Pegasus, maybe including a bit more context, but still not enough, like, to really grasp a full understanding of the situation. It's just kind of weird. And I can't do my Ghost Silent Society like that. Like, I always kind of like I watched more Pegasus, but I just never really fucked with him that much. But Sense Society I fucked with, so I can't really make this video about him. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. See you my sexy people. Mwah. I've been kicked. I've been banned for a day.
Ow!
Jake, I got banned.
How?
Somebody reported me because I kept on trying to touch somebody.
Oh my brains!
I've been banned for a
Hey, is this like your actual full account? Oh wait, send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot.
Reasons.
Wait,
sexual
you
content, offensive turn. You cute.
Hold on, wait. You're on Twitch, right? You're on Twitch right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm gonna go into your Twitch.
Damn. Okay,
Oh,
well,
wait,
I
let me
guess
go
I
into
got
your
enough
Twitch.
footage for the commentary.
Wait. Let me watch your Twitch. I'm gonna watch your live stream. Alright.
Bro.
Wait, I wanna see you banned. You're banned! Wait, let me see. So, sexual content. Reason, sexual content. Offensive item.
Boy, let me touch
You cute boy, let me touch you. Alright, go down.